politicians.
I think
many trade union officials sitting in Finals, and Stormont, and London, and in Dublin, high-ranking trade union officials, they have no more in touch with us than some politicians.
The trades council is about grassroots stuff, you know. That's where but if we go back to Eamon's point, it's about the misdirection.
But I'm saying is,
and what we need to do is highlight the
see
misdirection.
all our unions here represented, all a lot of our leaders and them unions there, all work a system that doesn't work for us anymore. And I'd go back to Tommy's thing, there needs to be new radical thinking by working class people, and who we want to speak first. Because if we don't, see another 10 years down the line, if we do rise up, we'll be nullified, we'll be given promises, and what we'll do is do what capitalism has done with social democracy. It'll take away health services, it'll take away education, but the same people will still run the country.
Did you have a question in the middle of that?
Well, organisations that actually when they say something, they stay away it, you know. I mean, we've looked at Labour in England and Labour in the South, and I don't think anybody's going to think of even Gilmore's going to be any different from Tony Blair in England.
I think, part of that is, you can't really blame people's selfishness. It's a bit of a misunderstanding as well. Whenever you mention the word socialism, people think that means social democracy, and of course it doesn't. And, go right back to the start of the trade unions, the start of the Labour parties, which the trade unions set up to represent them. Well, they did actually set them up to go into a parliamentary system. That parliamentary system really is not fit for purpose anymore, we know that. And that has to get across to ordinary people that, going into an election, the parliamentary system, it is really at the end of the day not going to change our lives a great deal. That's not to say that we shouldn't do it. We should do it as a protest. And to be in opposition, say in Stormont, but I mean, Stormont doesn't do anything, and even the British Parliament. I mean, it's not like made a quote of fascist, but Oswald Mosley, who organised the unemployed for the wrong reasons in the 30s, said that Parliament was there for one thing, to stop the government from governing, and that is right,
Well, I'll just come back to what Eamon said earlier on, and he was exactly right. These cuts haven't been felt, I don't think, by people. And come April time, as Eamon says, who was it, Eamon? Said that it was
Kenneth Clark.
Kenneth Clark. Only hit people on the face. Can I ask you a question, Paul? Because I know you're involved with community groups. How many is there in the actual town altogether?
Community groups?
Yeah.
I don't know about the town, but there's probably about 90 in the district.
In the district?
Well, probably about 20 maybe in the town.
The community isn't just workers, it's workers, unemployed, etc., etc. As far as I'm aware, most of these community groups have their own halls in various estates through the town and outlying regions. That's the places that we need to go to speak to get the thing across. Eamon, see knowledge like Eamon has there of the billions that are on unpaid taxes and all. A lot of people aren't aware of these facts. They need to be made aware of them. That's what will make people angry, and that's what will get them in the street.
Just to come back to the point you made about the community sector, about 3 years ago, when the campaign for the water charges, 4 years ago, particularly myself, Ryan, and Jimmy Devine, we've done every community centre in this district to tell people about water charges, to tell people that we're going to be paying twice. We've done every house, 4,500 houses or something in the district. So from the community sector, we'll take full advantage of all the resources out there. So that's why, as I say, the councils come together. It's going to be a broader movement than what it has been.
In that regard, by the way, I haven't set up a webpage for the Trades Council. We're hoping to put the video on of the meeting tonight. So if you are talking to people and you want to engage them about the process, you can advise them to click into the video here. So even the people who aren't able to make it because they're watching a football match or whatever, they can catch up at a later stage.
But to go back to your point, misdirection, it needs to be highlighted. It needs to be open. People won't know. And people this cuts with accept them. When the billions are going like on tax evasion and loopholes and all that. We need to tell people.
Yeah.
Raise up. Hang on.
Although you kind of hijacked my point, but it was allusion to that campaign about the water tax. Now, Paul, you can probably clarify, once that campaign actually started, the momentum was a wee bit slow, and it wasn't until people started getting in these valuations for their houses on what their water bill was going to be. That's when people actually realised, we're going to have another bill coming in, and these people are telling us that we're paying twice for it. So it wasn't until there was actual physical evidence put on the doorsteps of people that they realised what was going to happen, and that's when the community centres started filling up, and that's when people started saying, how do we fight this? And it's probably going to be the same now come April, when somebody's benefit is cut, and they're already living hand in mouth at the minute. That's when we're probably going to see them coming into our community centres going, what's going on here? What can we do? At the minute, they're walking past us on the street handing out leaflets because they don't understand.
That's
They
exactly
think
right.
that they think that it's not going to affect them when come April, once the benefits have been slashed, or they're waiting for a long time for healthcare or the education of their children start to suffer. That's when we are going to see probably a greater momentum take part.
There's a great underestimation of the working class by the government too. They take us for granted, so they do. They think we're going to sit back and take the cuts. But I think it's important that people in Strabane, the area, all over the north, get the communities together and the community centres and start mobilising, because if it's going to happen and it's going to be too late, you know, we're just going to sit there then when the job's done and we're all going to be feeling sorry for ourselves. But as I say, I can't say it before the horse is bolted, you know.
Sorry, I'll bring Ryan and I'll bring you in next time.
It's just with regard to what Teresa and Paul was on about, the campaign against the water charges is an example where the trade unions dropped the ball big time. There was a great momentum there, and it was like every side of the community was involved in this. The working class was standing on the working class. Falls Road, Shankill, Castleberry, Strabane, Derry, London Derry, they were all standing together on this charge against water. They won that one. What did the trade union movement do? Dropped the ball, just went to sleep. I know Act 2, I have a comedy taking over. But that's what I want to bring this right round, folks. I think we, comrades, as the working class, have to take over our trade unions. We have to take over Act 2. Not only dismantle them or whatever. There are elements within all the unions, and some of the major unions are not as left as we want them to be. We have to add stuff like conferences, AGMs, branch AGMs, to get more people in there, right? Because again, there's people sitting, as Alton said, while he's sitting with the bankers paying off, there's trade unions at the very top levels, and I don't believe they're left. And we have to be taking over the trade unions and taking over Act 2 if we're going to have a chance of taking over the society, making it a fair and just society.
Revolution all right, yeah.
Paul, just again.
I'll just bring this man in front of you because he was written out.
No, Alex is just going to mention the point that what they're doing, the government's striking that much fear in the communities, that the people, the lower classes are obviously the first people that's going to feel the pinch that the government, that they're saying X, Y and Z is going to happen, and people think it may not happen. It's going to affect everybody, whether it be Spring Hill Park or the cautious estate here in the north. It's going to happen all the way through. People's going to realise it. I work in the public sector, and I've actually seen and heard people work. Thank God we're only getting a pay freeze. And the mentality of people to be saying that they're glad to get a pay freeze. And I just think it's absolute nonsense that people's been treated like idiots.
And the reality is it's actually a pay cut because inflation's running over 4% now.
What is this? Pay cut?
In real terms, it's a pay cut.
Over 3 or 4 years.
And come May when the interest rate goes up, you know.
Tally?
Well, I think there's two issues. There's one about the cuts and agitate and organising for cuts. I think about this agreement. People got to get out and agitate in particular. So the information the union has and get it down in the form. People can get very sharp and clear. There's another reason Tommy was on, was how you organise the working class. And I'm just thinking, from my own personal experience, I've just become disillusioned with unions that are based in the trades or industries. And you think it will run by union, because that's personally what I seem to be going myself. So I find that trade unions based on industries or factories or whatever are very self-interested and don't look at the future.
Well, see, just to move this forward and with the Trades Council, as I say, it's been a bit of a limbo for a number of years. One of the the sort of purposes of the AGM earlier on was to get a mandate. Now that mandate has been had, and it's about now coming up with